I knew nothing else. I never paid attention to anything else in my life. If cricket would have not been kind to me, I would have been selling pani puri on the roads. I'm Sheldon Jackson. I'm a right-handed batsman. I'm a wicketkeeper, and I'm here to win. My childhood was pretty up and down. Like, we were not very well to do at all. I was sent to a Christian boarding school where my education was, paid by the institute. Basic rule was there that I had to keep my percentage above 80% or else then the scholarship goes away. When I was 13, I failed in standard 7th and I was thrown out of the hostel. I came back home. I was actually seeing, it was tough on my mother to take care of both the children and plus run the house, as I don't have a father, so she was the only one who was doing everything. The house that we used to live in must, like me, my mother and my sister and my mother, she used to take care of even of my cousins. So basically the house was as big as this room. And we used to live like 5-6 of us in such a space. I always enjoyed the sport from a very young age. In my gullies and all, I played a lot when I was a kid. Because in Gujarat, gully cricket is basically very big. So apparently there were the state under 14 selections happening at that time. The coach over there in my academy, he said that, why don't you try and just go and see what happens and what doesn't happen, see where you stand. They sent me to Rajkot for the Saurashtra under 14 selections. And I was selected purely as a wicketkeeper. I used to bat number 10-11. Actually, I was not even a wicketkeeper, I was an off-spinner. And one day, our wicketkeeper never turned up and our coach said just wear the gloves and there was a fielding drill going on and just pass the balls to me. So apparently, I stopped 2 or 3 balls that he got impressed with. And from that day on, he said, no more off-spin, you start wicket-keeping. I think the coach John Buchanan and talent head was Joydeep Mukherjee. He saw me hitting a fast bowler above covers and he called me for the trials in Ahmedabad. I repeatedly kept on hitting fast bowlers above cover and at that time, now it's normal, but back in that time it was not very normal. International class, yes, but for a domestic player, no. And I was just playing under, I think, 23s that time. So even then John called Joydeep sir and told him, that he is a special talent, and then from there on we will try to invest in him. So for that year I was with KKR in the academy. That time I had an academy or club contract with KKR. I myself don't think I was ready at that time, and maybe if I would have got an opportunity, maybe I would have not made it. I was not ready at all. Neither in my head, neither in my technique, or neither with my body. I was not ready at all. So, in a way, I was blessed that time that I never got to play at that time. I knew that cricket was there, but I started thinking on about working or something, because back in that time there was not a lot of money in cricket, and if you're just playing, I'm talking about when I played under 19s, I used to get 3,000 rupees a match. So even if you play 10 matches, that's 30,000 rupees. So then I was thinking that I'll start doing a part-time job or something like that. And of whatever support I can be to my family. Actually, my mother was against it. She never wanted my attention to get divided. At the age of 25, I thought of giving up cricket totally. Because I was in the Ranji Trophy squad for 5 years without playing a single match. So I had approached through my friends. There was a bank there who was giving out jobs to sell loans. Like, if I sell you a car loan, whatever incentives I get, that would be my salary plus a basic amount. So I was very happy. I went back home and I said, Mom, I got a job, this is what I have to do. Although she was not very pleased with it. And then a very, very close friend of mine, named Mr. Shapat Shah, he told me, he's saying that you have worked all these years very hard, give yourself another year, wait for another year. if this year nothing works, you can come and work for me in my factory. I'll give you a job, but give yourself another year. That year I broke every record in the country. I became the highest run scorer, played everything except for India. I played everything. I got 4 centuries in a year. I got 3 centuries in a row. There were many records that I broke, and from there on then my career just kickstarted. That time I understood, that okay, if I have to do something in life, this is the only thing that I can do, because I knew nothing else. I never paid attention to anything else in my life. Or else I would be selling pani puri on the roads. If cricket would have not been kind to me, I would have been selling pani puri on the roads. We were playing a Ranji Trophy match against Delhi. I remember scoring 50 runs against a very good Delhi attack. And after that I went up to Gautam Bhai, and I've always idolized him. So I went up to him. I said, Bhaiya, what do you feel about my game? How can I improve? And so he's saying, you're batting well, just be ready. This year I'll pick you in KKR. So I said, thank you, Bhaiya, and I just went away from there. I thought maybe just to keep my heart, he must be saying that. The auctions came, I went unsold in the first round, and someone from the KKR management called me. They're saying, don't worry, Gautam Bhai called us just now and he said to go for you, we'll go for you. And I got picked for KKR. At that time, KKR, when they picked me, it was a very big boost for me financially and mentally, because I was scoring runs, but no one was recognizing the runs I was scoring. Financially, because it helped me to build life outside cricket and give my mother a happier and a stable life. Today, if she needs something, I don't need a second, to think also. If she needs something, she needs something. It has to be fulfilled. There was a time, if she needed something, that I had to think, how will I provide her? How will I? So those years helped me to grow both ways. I got to work with the best of people. I always looked up to Gautam Bhai, and I still look up to him. Then you had legends like Callis, then you had Catich, you had Yusuf Pathan, then someone from my age, you had a Manish Pandey. Without them even knowing it, I looked up that what can I add from their game into mine? How can I carry myself in a better way? How can I be humble in a better way? I really enjoyed my time with KKR then, because I thought, and I've said this before also, KKR treats the players well even after the IPL. If you need something, which will help you improve the game and come back and perform next year for the team, I think KKR is right up there. I always feel that if you have worked hard for your goal, if you have worked harder than the others, you will always, no matter at what situation or what point you are at your life, you will reach where you have to reach. To come back into the IPL and to come back to KKR, I've worked very hard. All I knew was that this would be my last chance to either make it or break it. Because anyhow, I knew that if I want to come back into the IPL at this stage, this is the best team for me. Because I knew staying here with Venki sir, that he understood me, because I was with KKR for quite a long time. So when I came back this time, it was sweeter than I came to KKR for the first time. Here everyone is eating together, chilling together, playing together. So that's a very good sign of a team. And they are juniors, they are the pro seniors, then they are all together pulling each other's leg, having fun. That's something very nice I've seen, and very welcoming, and when you're a part of such a family, for those 10 weeks, you just get connected to them, and when you go back home, then you start missing this family actually.